This video is not intended for viewers under the age of 13. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello friends and YouTube fans, fellow toy junkies. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look at the Magic Square MS-B32 Spock. It's their version of a legend scale Shockwave. This has got to be one of my favorite Decepticons. I'm sure a lot of people say that, but it's true. And Magic Square does not disappoint with this release, definitely. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go over some accessories because he does come with a lot. Starting with, you get your standard fare as far as the nice feeling, but fold out instructions. They do a pretty good job. You do get your collector's card, which again is legend scale. Nicely done. Some good art on the front. And stats and some more art in the back. Definitely has that G1 look to it. Hands. Wow. Okay, so you get, starting from left to right, you get a purple and transparent purple saluting hand. You get two clear mounts for the wrists for the clear hands. You get two purple mounts. One of them's already on. Two trigger hands for the left side, two trigger hands for the right side, two right fists, two left fists, and you get two blaster hands. So there's a lot of choices for you here. If you're one that tends to like a lot of accessories, definitely this is the guy for you. Same as the Masterpiece. They both did come with a lot of options as far as the hands, so it's a good thing that they're there. You can get all your posing needs completed with this set, definitely. Another thing you get is an LED light and battery, and then you get the mini Shockwave, which is nice. He can play with himself, or Megatron can use them. But it is nicely done, nicely detailed. Be careful because the tip does come off. Can't easily be used. Or lost, I should say. But it does look really good. As far as how the hands work, they're on a system to where it actually takes two pieces to put a hand on. This piece slides into the arm. Notice that this section here, the bottom portion, has that groove, or that peg I should say, and there's a very small groove on the entrance, so you want to line those up and put it together. You can actually put it in upside down, but you'll have to force it and you may end up damaging your toy. So always utilize that tongue and groove method. Hands are all on ball pegs. Sorry, pegs. And you have the option of choosing which hand you want. So there's a good example of the trigger hand, or if you want a clear hand, you can grab the clear section. Make sure you have your tongue and groove lined up. Put that on. And there you go. Same for this side. You have the option, and this one is permanently attached for the blaster. You can go with the clear. Nicely detailed again. This one is actually two pieces, but it's very, very tight. So when I put it together, I hesitate to take it back apart. I know that transparent plastic is pretty much the weakest kind of plastic, so I don't want to run the risk of damaging it. But that is 2 pieces. So line up the grooves, and the peg will always be pointed to the side. Not necessarily to the inside like this, but at least that's some indication. Now, so there is Spock with the translucent hands, which does look pretty good. But for me, I'm going to go ahead and keep the light purple hands on, and the rest of the video will utilize that, but I am going to show the LED feature. So with the LED feature, there's actually 2 pieces to it. You got this, which is the LED itself. It's hollow on one end, and the LED is in the tip here. And then the second piece is this little lightsaber looking piece right here. If we can get it to focus, they're very tiny. This is actually the battery. And the way it works is you simply, pardon all the paint on my hands, push it in as far as you need to get it to light up. Now, I am going to say that this is very difficult to get apart once you do light it up. I recommend using some precision pliers, something of that nature. But you just bring in your clear section for Shockwave's hand, or sorry, Shockwave's laser hand. Line it up. And there you go. You got Spock laying down some carnage. And I think it looks pretty good. I really do. You can actually, if you want, also put the light into the purple version of the hand and light up the tip, but it does not have the same effect really. Somewhat disappointing just with the being plastic itself. Light comes out the end, so it is an option if you want to do it, but not the best. And as far as LED go, it is really, really disappointing to me that they did not do an LED feature on the head sculpt. The light piping really is disappointing. It's not very effective. Even when you hold the LED directly up to it, it just does not work very well. I may invest in some yellow paint just to give him more of a vibrant look. But he does look good. So let's get back and take a look at the figure. He does look outstanding. Definitely G1 inspired. I'm going to put an image up right here for comparison. And they definitely knew what they wanted to pull off when they created this character, because he just looks, I don't want to say perfect, but dead on pretty much. I do like the colors. It is all purple plastic. The only paint on the figure is actually the silver underneath the chest here, which looks beautiful, and the gray here on the side of the legs. I might be wrong. Well, there's some right here too, but still, with the lack of paint, especially on the eye, he still does look outstanding. Let's get in and take a look at some detail. Nice under the chest there. Head minus the factory plastic hairs that are left over. does look really good. It's definitely Shockwave. It's got the painted ears, which they are fixed. They don't move, but that's okay. Head is actually on a ball, so you do get quite a bit of up and down, which is nice. Coming down to the shoulders, again, all purple. We got some Toy Hacks Sloppy Decepticon labels on his arms. I love those stickers. Arms are able to go up that far, but he does have extra articulation in the shoulders, so he can, due to transformation, literally go all the way up. And this is gonna be a problem for articulation, but we'll do it on this side. You can do a full 360 upper bicep rotation, more than 90 on the elbow on a double joint, and then the wrists do rotate. And let's get this guy back to regular purple. So the wrists do rotate. Nicely done. Beautifully sculpted abs. Could have used a little paint, maybe some silver. Something just to break it up a little bit. I know that's not very tune accurate, but it just feels a little lacking, but it still looks great. You do get full waist rotation, as well as one heck of an ab crunch. And with the way that it works, you can go forward or back. Hip skirts do lift up. So you are able to get the full range. You can actually lift these up as well and go all the way back up to the side. You do have upper thigh rotation. You do have more than 90 degrees on the knee, which is nice. And the feet, you do have up and down, especially on the toe, a little bit. Not much, but it's enough to really help you stabilize your figure. And you do have an ankle rocker. So articulation is done wonderfully. Let's go ahead and take a better look at the legs. You do have some wonderful sculpted detail here, as well as some painted black. Feet look nice. More sculpted detail. And on the back, he does clean up really nicely, especially with this back piece if you have it on. You know, and I forgot to mention, I'm going to clear it up now in the accessories. You actually get 2 of these black hoses for use, so it's good that they give you a spare. They're both the same length. There's nothing different about them, but it is really nice that they give you 2. And this does come off. Now be very careful with it. Here's the weak part that everybody is talking about. This just feels all kinds of flimsy. So if you want to take the backpack off, Kato had a good suggestion. Pull this down and pull from this clip. And it doesn't hurt to push from the other side as well. So if you don't want to utilize the purple cover, you can utilize just the gray portion of the gun for the backpack. You have that option as well. Still looks really good, but a little bit messier than the actual case itself. Just for comparison, here he is with Magic Square's Optimus Prime and their Megatron. So I think he looks pretty good. He's just a touch shorter than both. And here he is with some more recent releases from Magic Square in their Stunticons. Just got word that Motormaster is going to be in soon. Can't wait for that. I'm actually going to do the transformation in a different video, just so that you're aware. It will be out, but I'm going to release it separately, just for those that only want to watch the transformation. And here we have Spock in his alt mode. And I gotta say, he looks pretty fantastic. I'm going to see if we can find a cartoon image, put it up here just for comparison. A couple of drawbacks. The stand, it was a nice thought. We'll put that right here. But it doesn't work very well. You have to have the feet transformed perfectly, and even then, slightest little nudge. Yeah. So, I'm glad they included it, but we won't be using it. I mean, I'm going to be storing them in bot mode anyhow. So, but let's take a look at some detail. Paint aspects are the same. You see the wonderful detail coming through. Hose looks nice. Nice transparent plastic on the tip. Looks really good. Coming down the side. Looks good. I do love the transparent sight, as we had with the original. There's the view from the bottom. Not the best, but still looks good. And then here's the back. These are horrendous to transform. If you have a spudger, I do recommend utilizing it when doing the feet. Even trying to connect these before attaching the legs together. It's a little bit difficult because this coming to this position is part of the leg transformation, but just do your best. It's not necessary to completely line these up with these tiny little pegs, because it looks okay even if you don't have it all the way in. But he looks pretty good. And here he is with the light gimmick in play. I don't know if my battery died really quick or it just isn't that effective. And here he is once again with Optimus Prime, so you get a sense of scale. Well, final thoughts on this character. I gotta say that Magic Square really did a good job. He does not disappoint in any way. Transformation is, as you would expect, a little bit complicated, but still fun. The details are wonderful. He does look the part, definitely. I have only one critique, which would be the yellow for the eye. Maybe a little bit more paint on the body. So I guarantee Magic Square is going to release a metallic version. I'll have to think hard about getting that one. I might, but we'll see. But this does come as a definite recommend from me. I picked this up from the chosenprime.com. I'm sure they have them in stock, and I'm sure that Toy Dojo does as well. So check out each one. Those are two wonderful retailers to work with. Hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Get your bell on, and don't forget to share with your friends. Hope to see you again next time.